Hello, everybody. I want to welcome you to our today live broadcast. This is really powerful. I'm really excited you are in the world. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. All right, today is a just jump day 6. So I want you to really start inviting your friends and the family, invite every know something that what we tell you. Today we have put a lot of things together. Seriously, your life, your business, your family, that idea that you have been thinking about, that you have been so much confused about. Today you're going to get the right key that you need to get things started. Imagine if you get to your door, if you get to your house door and the door is locked. Imagine if you have a bunch of keys like this, a bunch of keys like this, without having the right key to unlock that door. Just imagine, how would you feel? You will feel frustrated. Imagine you trying to unlock the door. You use all the keys, without having the right key. You will be frustrated and eventually give up. That's exactly what happens in life. If you have everything, you have all the tools and all the strategies, without having the right tool, the right strategy that you need to unlock every locked door in your life, in your business, in your health, in your finances, even in everything that you lay your hands upon. Let me tell you this, you will become frustrated. And this is why most people give up. But I want to give you a good news. Today, our guest speakers that we have today, wow, wow, this is really good. They will share some powerful tools and strategies that you need to unlock every locked door in your life, in your family, in your business, in your finances. Everything will be unlocked. All I want you to do broadcast. I want you to stay true, because people that we have today, see, they are experts in this area. And I want you to really focus on everything that we're going to talk about today. See, take advantage of this. Don't miss out. Don't miss anything at all. So before we get started, because we have our speakers backstage, they are already here. I'm excited about this. I want to say welcome to them. But before I bring them on, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. I want you to start sharing this video with everyone that you know. Share this video, with your friends, with your family. Share it on pages. Share it, just continue to share this video, everywhere. Share it everywhere. We are live on YouTube and on different platforms. So I want you to start sharing it so that we can reach, many people as we can. And let me tell you this: someone somewhere in the world needs this message. Someone will succeed because of today's content. So kindly share this. And I want you to start sending us some love, start sending us some likes, very important. And then start sending all your messages. Let us know where you are joining us from. This is very important. Thank you for joining us. Ephraim, Chinedu, Isaac, We already have people here, sharing content and sharing different, a lot of messages. Ephraim from San Antonio, good to have you. We appreciate you for being here. And let me just quickly go through this. Let me share some things with you that will really help you to understand what we are going to be focusing on today. Let me share the framework for those that are joining us for the first time. We have a framework that we are focusing on. This framework basically describes everything that we've been doing since day one. Okay, and then one thing I want you to do is to focus on everything that we are here to deliver today. Don't miss anything, okay? Don't miss anything. Take your pen, take your paper, and if you haven't downloaded the workbook, we have the workbook on this page. I want you to go to this page after today's broadcast. I want you to download the workbook and then make sure you answer all the questions in our today's workbook. Every piece is very important. Very, very important. Very, very important. Okay. Let me see. I think we're having a kind of I don't know if it's on my side, having a kind of challenges with the software that we are using today, StreamYard. Well, I'm trying to share this my screen, but it's not really sharing right now. So as soon as I can let me try again. Let me try this again if it's going to allow me to share it. So if you can hear me, I want you to just say you can hear me. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, yes, there is a poor signal here. So I'm trying to figure out what is going on. If you can hear me, can you just type you can hear me? Can you type you can hear me if you can hear me? Okay. If you can hear me, just type I can hear you. Can you just do that right now? Okay. Thank you, Gary. You can hear me. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So I'm trying to share my screen. I think it's not really allowing me yet. Okay. All right. Thank you. You can hear me, but the picture isn't clear. Okay. Okay. I am trying to see what we can do here today. Okay, the picture isn't clear. Okay, thank you, Chinedu. Thank you, Isaac. Okay, Obina. Okay, you can all hear me. Awesome, awesome. Good to know about that. Okay, let me just go ahead. If I cannot share the screen, let me just read through. The Just Jump Challenge framework, basically, we have 4 words: practice, assessment, content, and the class focusing on live broadcast each day. So we're going to be practicing a lot of things. There will be a lot of interaction. Share your comment. Whatever you are learning as our speakers come up, make sure you share everything on the comment space. And then assessment. Make sure you answer all the questions in your workbook. And then that we are going to be having a lot of content right here. And this is the right climate for you. So today's Just Jump Challenge Day 6 quotes. We have 2 quotes here. Let me see if I can share the screen now. Before we okay. I think still having the same issue. Well, probably that could be from the software or something. Well, we're going to figure that out. However, let's continue as far as you can hear me. All right, thank you very much. So these are the 2 quotes for today. The first quote is: action is a great restorer and builder of confidence. Inaction is not only the result, but the cause of fear. Norman Vincent. The second quote for today from Walt Disney. Walt Disney said, "We keep moving forward opening new doors and doing new things because we are curious, and the curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. Wow, wow. I love these two quotes. Okay, so I want to ask you these questions. Are you ready? Are you ready for today? Okay, if you're ready, I love start sending us some likes because we are speakers in, and I want you to be ready. So are you ready? Yes, Obinam, we are ready. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I love that. We are ready. Everybody is ready. Okay, if you're ready, just let us know you are ready. Awesome. Ready. We are ready. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, I'm going to bring in our speakers. Let me start introducing our speakers. We have one of our speakers backstage ready. Our second speaker just came in as well. He just came in as well. So let me introduce our speaker today, everyone. I want you to be very much attentive to this because these are people that I really respect, and they are going to be helping us on different issues today concerning confidence, forward thinking, and the vision. Okay, we are focusing on confidence, forward thinking, and vision today. So the first person I'm going to invite today, she is a business strategist and entrepreneur's coach. So that means she is a coach of coaches. She is a trainer of trainers. Wow. She empowers people at all levels in different nations to live their true potential. She is someone that she's a woman of value, and she has a lot of content that we can all learn from today.
Hello, can you
And I
hear me?
want you
Okay.
to join. Yeah, you hear me? How are you doing today?
I am good. Thank you so much, Wally, for this just jump challenge. I'm jumping all along with you, so you know. So yeah, I'm excited for today. I am excited. I'm ready to jump in so many other areas of my life. So thank you so much for this opportunity.
Awesome to have you here. Thank you for joining us, and we really appreciate your knowledge, your content, and how you are adding value to people all around the world. And we are glad to have you here. So I want to also welcome our second guest for today. Well, one thing I wanted to, he is someone that that loves people. He loves people. Gomez is an award-winning business strategist, corporate trainer, and confidence architect. He is the president and the crisis. Daniel speaks and coaches. Passion is to elevate business coaching programs. I want you to join me to welcome Daniel Gomez. How are you today, Daniel
You're
Gomez?
fantastic. Good morning, Wally. Good morning, Lola. How you doing this morning?
Morning.
I'm
How you
excited. I'm
doing?
pumped. I did 10 jumping jacks before I came on just to make it happen today. Boom.
Is
Hey,
it?
Wally,
I'm trying to
you might
know
want to close the window, Wally.
because I'm
Your
not
internet's
hearing
running a little bit
in
slow.
very well. Can you all hear me?
You're lagging a little bit. I don't know if you want to close maybe another window you have open because you look fixated. I see Lola very well, but I don't know if you getting the same response also, Lola.
Yeah, it's freezing a little bit. I think he's frozen now. Oops.
How you doing this morning? We have a live
I'm
audience, so we
good.
gotta keep talking.
I know. Good. I'm good. Nice to meet you. I've heard
You
so
too.
much
I'm
things
excited.
about you.
So where are you at, Lola?
Canada, Toronto, Canada.
Really? A good friend of mine up there. I have Gordon Souls from Canada, and I know
Okay.
Kelly. She has, I can't think of her exact last name, but Lester Bailey's up there in Canada. So are y'all still in quarantine?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, let me ask you this, because I think I don't know if Wally's coming. It looked like it's froze, but so what have you learned through this whole
I'm
quarantine
trying to.
time this last 6 weeks?
I think it's.
I think
There
I'm
he
he's
trying to
is.
back.
see the
Okay.
connection. Okay, yeah, I am back. I am back. I am.
You're back. Woo!
Yeah, I
Missed
am trying
you.
to.
We started without
Daniel,
you,
how you
Wally.
doing? Good to have you.
Woo, man,
Awesome.
I'm ready.
Okay, so let's get let's okay. I mean, I'm super excited to have both of you here. I really want to appreciate you. No matter what is going on, I know we might be having all these connection issues. No matter what is going on, we are going to make this happen. It's going to happen. The devil is a liar.
Woo!
Oh, started. We are going to move into this confusion and then forward thinking. These are the three
Wally,
key
you're breaking
areas
up.
that with our viewers understand so that they can move their lives, their businesses, their health, their finances, and every area of their life forward. So, can we start this conversation with you today, this afternoon, or this evening? It depends on where our audience is in the world. Okay, let's start this conversation with you, Daniel Gomez.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes in life, we get to a point that we feel like I can't do this anymore, and you feel like giving up, and because they don't understand why they started. And if we understand our why, we can easily increase is your personal story that inspired you to jump into what did you get did you hear me?
No, you froze up on me pretty bad. I kind of got big sequence fit, but I think you were asking us what inspired me to jump. I think so.
Okay.
I'll tell you
It's
what I heard.
happening.
So I'll tell you this: when my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer,
Yes, can you hear me now?
yes, but you're very fixated. I can see Lola very well, but you're lagging like about 10 seconds or so on my side. I don't know if that's true for you too, Lola.
Yeah.
So maybe you might want to
Just
turn off some of the.
go ahead, Daniel. Go ahead.
Okay, yes. So, so to answer the question that you said was as far as why. Let me get. So this is it. 3 years ago, my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I've shared this story a little bit. But one thing that I didn't realize when she was diagnosed with breast cancer, that it was a blessing in disguise. And no, I'm not saying that I didn't want my wife to have breast cancer. By no means am I saying that. But there's so many things great that came out of that. So many things that just improved vastly. And I learned a lot about my wife. And my wife is a true amazing woman. She's an amazing woman. And I say that because of this, because she became the person that I never anticipated her to be. And I say that because today she is stronger than she's ever been. She's more capable than she's ever been. And I say that because when this started, the first question, the first comments that my wife made was this, and this sticks with me. One of her family members goes, you know, I can't believe this happened to you. Why you? And right away, they don't know any better, but they wanted us to play the victim mentality. And I love my wife's response. My wife said, why not me? Why not Mari Gomez? And I love that because my wife, she just took ownership of it. And it just really helped her through the whole process. And I think many of us are going right now, why did I lose my job? Why is this going on? Why coronavirus? Unfortunately, it's here. But the question you need to ask yourself is, what can I learn in this season in my life? What can I learn right now in this season in my life? What do I need to learn? Because it's a problem that was sent to everybody in the world. Not just it's not just sent to one person. It's sent to billions of people in this world right now. And I want us to take the approach that my wife took is, why not me? Why not Mari Gomez? Why not? Because I love my wife's answer. She said this. She said, she has 3 sisters. She goes, my sisters couldn't handle it, I don't think. She goes, they don't have the, I guess, the heart to handle it. And she didn't say it that way. I don't mean it in a bad way, but my wife's a fighter. I can tell you that. She's a fighter. And the beautiful thing about that is I just loved her approach because now she approaches everything like that. Why not me? Like you were to see her this morning. She was on her workout. She wakes up at 3:30 in the morning. This is a double mastectomy, breast cancer survivor that just inspires me, Wally. So I think one thing that I want everybody to hear right now is don't play the victim mentality. Don't say, why me? Oh, poor me. No, why not me? And those are the words that my wife said, Wally. Why not me? And I can tell you by taking that approach, she's cancer free and our family's a lot better because if we would have played the victim mentality, we would still be drowning in our sorrows.
Wow. Why not me? Wow. So, Daniel, just to clarify some things to help our audience better. So why that you've not given up? Why haven't you given up?
Well, I'll say this because I found a bigger purpose in life, Wally. I'm going to be totally honest with the viewership. If you would have known me 5-6 years ago, I was very selfish. I was a very selfish grown man. And Daniel thought about him. And once I took the spotlight off of myself and I saw how I could really help people through what I'm going through, because a lot of us, everything that we need to be successful in life, whether it's business, whether it's in your personal life, it's already inside of us. Everything we need, we're human beings, right? And I want you to remember this. We're not just human beings. We are human becoming. We're becoming a better version of ourselves.
Yes.
Because I love that quote from Jim Rohn that says, to have more, you must become more. So from that quote, I say that, right? We're not human beings. We're human becomings. You're becoming more every single day. And when you realize that you have more to offer, more to give to everybody, when you're becoming a better version of who you are, you just live life differently and you're really out there. My whole perspective went to, what about Daniel? What do I get from it? No, it shifted to say, what can I truly do from my heart? And I want to say this is that most of us, we think selfishly like that. Think about this, Lola. Think about this right now. The whole world was looking for toilet paper. Think about how dumb that was, right? I mean, think about that. Where does that come from? Where does that idea come from? And I tell you, it comes from a scarcity lack mentality. When you have a scarcity lack mentality, you're going to just think for yourself and you're going to hoard things. And that's not just true with the toilet paper, but it's true in every different aspect of life. You go in there, what's in there? What's in it for me is what you're going to ask yourself because you want to take it, just your natural reaction. So to answer Wally's question, when I realized that I had to shift my thinking, shift my mindset. This is the thing. I want the audience to write this down right now. Write this down.
Mm,
The word I want you to remember is cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance means this. The
mm,
cognitive refers to the mind, right? The mindset, cognitive mindset. And the dissonance refers to being double-minded, being unstable, right? You're not stable. So most of us in our core, deep down in our side, we have these core beliefs. And we have one value over here, we have another value over here, and they're fighting against each other. It's kind of like the white good wolf and then the
mm,
black bad wolf. And when you have two different values opposing each other, the stronger value is gonna win. So in reference to what we're talking about, if you say I really want to do good, I want to have a successful business, I want to be a multimillionaire, I want to go out there and just dominate the world. You say that, but inside yourself, you tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I don't deserve this. And then when you start doing that, you start sabotaging who you are. You start sabotaging who you are. So yes, cognitive dissonance. You're double-minded. You're unstable. And this is the irony: is when I started my journey, I was doing great, and all of a sudden there was a season of a month or so, 2 months, that I started sabotaging myself. I started sabotaging my successes. Why is that? The reason is this: is because I had cognitive dissonance. I was double-minded. I had just come back from speaking in California, one of my biggest speaking careers with Tom Bilyeu. I was excited. I was pumped. I was ready to take on the world. But deep down inside Daniel Gomez, there was a little kid that was there. And that little kid was an overweight, chubby little kid when I was younger in grade school. And I had to overcome that old identity. I had to overcome that because that was my value. I didn't think I fit in because I never fit in. I talk about that in my new book, Sticker Shock. I wasn't the first, say if we were in the schoolyard playing basketball, I wasn't the first one they picked, right? I talk about that. I wasn't the first option to play. Hey, I want Daniel to be on my team playing basketball. No, I wasn't. And in recess, I never got picked. Not the first one or two. But you remember that as a kid. So as you're going and you're elevating, your capacity can't leave what the world is trying to give you because you don't think you deserve it because you're not good enough, Wally. And there was many times that I sabotaged myself. And I want to tell everybody right now, you have to work on your cognitive dissonance. Many people don't know how to do it. They assume positive, change it, but that's the biggest myth that people walk into is they think just thinking positive. How are you going to think positive if you don't know how to think positive? You got to change the thought patterns. You got to go deep down in your subconscious thinking, and it takes a lot of work.
Hmm.
Awesome. Wow. Thank you very much, Daniel Gomez, for that powerful contest. I would love to ask Lola Love the same question because this is one question that we've been we've been putting across to all our guests on this live broadcast, and we've been receiving powerful answers, awesome answers. Thank you, Daniel, for that. Lola, we would like to ask you, what is your personal story that inspired you to jump? Because I know you've jumped in many areas, stories with us, and in other words,
Wow. Okay. I think you're asking me the same question. Okay. Great.
yes.
Honestly, my why is that I want to serve, right? My why is to serve the world
Mm,
with my talents, my gifting, and everything that God has placed on the inside of me. That is my why. And when you think of it, serving actually brings forth, just like the Bible says, like when you give, it's better to give than to receive. So there's that instant gratification when you're constantly giving and pouring and all of that.
mm,
So for me, my why, has always been just to give, just to serve the world, and to make sure that my time here is well spent. You know, Wally, I was at a place where at the age of 15, I literally saw my life leaving me. But by the grace of God, I'm here living, and I'm just here to share with the world everything that God has placed on the inside of me. And I love what Daniel said. He said that what you need is already on the inside of you. So greatness is already on the inside of us. That's why I'm here to inspire people, to serve people. And that's why even this month I started a challenge called Greatness is on the Inside of You. For the next 31 days, I'm with my viewer, inspiring, talking to people, and just pushing them and letting them know that it's time to jump, because that greatness is on the inside of you and it's ready for you to realize it. So my why, Wale, is really to serve. That is my why. And that is exactly my why, to really serve.
That's awesome, Lola. That's awesome. I tell you.
Thank you.
Well,
Hmm.
what is the hardest obstacle you had to overcome in life, Lola? That you would say that catapulted you to where you're at right now.
You know what? I would say the hardest one was for me actually realizing who I am. Because I mean, I do so many things, and it was not fulfilling.
Hmm.
So one
Hmm.
of it was finding out exactly who I am, what I'm created to do, in what area that, once I start living that life, I get fulfilled. And that was the hardest thing. But it's not even the hardest thing, because it takes passion, it takes desire, and it takes you wanting for you to find it. So it's not really hard. It's just for you having a desire, delighting yourself in that thing that you really want in life and going after it. And then it becomes so easy. The doors start to open. You start to recognize yourself, who you are, what you're here for. And it just, that was the hardest. But at the same time, when I look back, I'm like, that was not hard at all.
Hmm.
Wow, that's awesome. So what?
Wow.
So what got
Wow.
you over the hump?
Wow.
Wow. Sorry. I think
I
Wow.
Wally.
said, what
Daniel,
got you?
I just put a question on the screen.
Okay.
What's
I would
that?
like to ask Daniel, how does one overcome cognitive dissonance?
Hmm.
Well, cognitive dissonance, it goes back to your upbringing, to deep down in your subconscious mind, is you have these core beliefs, and the thing is that you don't see them. Nobody sees them. I didn't see them. And the more you challenge yourself to grow, the more situations come up, the more these values that you struggle with are going to be fighting with each other, because it's a never ending story, right? I want to say this. Can you leave who was the one that said it? Isaac. I think it's Isaac. Isaac, this is it. It's a never ending
Yes,
process of personal growth. And
Isaac.
there's
Isaac
strategies
Chica.
that you got to, there's processes that you got to take. But I'll give you this analogy, Isaac, is that when you cut your grass here in America, when we cut our grass, we edge it, we trim it, it looks amazing. But this is what happens is, if you don't cut that grass in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, if you don't edge it, what grows? Weeds grow. And the same way those weeds grow in your grass and your lawn, if you don't maintain it for the next 2-4 weeks, this is what happens. It's a lot harder work. Well, the same thing happens in your mindset. When you don't work on your mindset and tell yourself that you believe in yourself and do these exercises and strategies that we teach you, then you're going to have weeds in your mind, and you're always going to rubber band back, because there's the law of the rubber band. You're going to rubber band back to who you were, because as creatures, we always reflect back. We always go back to the easiest path, right? The path of least resistance, because we always that's what we do as human beings, because no one wants to challenge themselves by nature. But I challenge you, Isaac, to just really pick like 3 affirmations that you're going to be committed to saying every single day. You're going to say these affirmations when you wake up, when you go to bed. And that's a great place to start. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give out a free training here that talks about affirmations. If y'all want to go right now to DanielGomezInspires.com, that's DanielGomezInspires.com / the number 7 steps. DanielGomezInspires.com/7 steps. The free training that I have helps you start on your process of getting rid of the dissonance, right? The cognitive dissonance. And another word for that is this: it's you're double-minded. And when you're double-minded, you're unstable, right? What's your experience with that, Lola?
Yeah, that definitely, it says a double-minded person is unstable in all its ways. So you want to be, one eye laser
Hmm.
focus. You want to know what it is you're going after, and you want to also align yourself with what it is that you want in life, so that this way you're constantly showing up,
Hmm.
you're not giving up, and you're continuing to see progressive things going forward. So it's always good to be progressive towards your goal, towards what you want, rather than, not having a goal, not
Hmm.
having something to wake up to, not having something to do, and all of that. So that's another way that you can stay focused, because when you're double-minded, when you're all over the place, you're not going to achieve anything. Like they said, when you chase too many rabbits, you're not going to catch one. So it's good to just go after one thing.
Hmm. Wow.
Well, I'm
Wow.
going to
That
piggyback
was
on what you
powerful.
said.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Go ahead, Wally. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't know if you were on or not.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I wanted to ask another question because I'm really excited about this engagement, this interaction, and I believe that all our audience are they're actually writing stuff down because this these are content, and these contents are really expensive, and I want you to write these things here on this platform. So make sure you write things down. And thank you very much for your comment. I want you to continue sharing in the comments. Okay. So my next question for you, Daniel, is
Yes, sir.
this: so fear, doubt that a lot of people who are actually going through these challenges, they don't have self-confidence, they don't have, they doubt themselves. Now, my question is this: what are the first steps towards this?
So I think I lost you there, Wally, but I think the question you asked are what are the first steps to regain your confidence? And I'm going to say this. We've all been in quarantine. San Antonio's been open now for about a week or so. But what happened was the gyms closed down everywhere, all over the world. And I love to work out. Working out is a passion for me. It releases stress. I feel better after I work out. But the thing
That's
is,
correct.
I had to innovate my new workout because I didn't have the go to, I didn't have free weights to go to. Everything changed. Everything changed. So when that changed, I was here in the garage, and as I started doing my workouts, I stunk. And I say that because it was a different workout. I started doing lunges with free weights, and I couldn't even keep my balance. My balance was terrible because at the gym I have machines. But I bring this up because, as a matter of fact, this morning today, since it's been already going on 6 to 8 weeks that we've been in quarantine, I can do lunges a lot better. I can do lunges. Like I balance myself. I don't fall off. Because the problem is I'm guilty of this myself. So by no means am I saying this, that it's is that I wanted to give up because I felt dumb. I felt stupid because I was walking with the lunges and I was like falling over and I couldn't keep my balance. I said, man, I'm gonna do another exercise. But then I pushed myself beyond that point of doubt, beyond that point of fear, right? Because we don't want to be criticized. What if somebody walks in and sees me falling over? What's going on with you? But I pushed to do that. And now today, 8 weeks later, 6 weeks later, however time it is, I don't want to lie to you, but I can do a lunge a lot easier with more weight. And that's what you need to do. The confidence comes in the competency. Let me say that. When you become competent in what you're doing, when you develop, It's not going to happen overnight, but I will tell you this. Even though I was terrible at doing lunges and I was falling over, I didn't give up and I took action every single week. And that's what it takes to get back your confidence is you got to take steps every single day. Don't think about too far in the future. Don't go way above in your vision. Enjoy where you're at right now and embrace that challenge and be consistent, right? So you got to take action first of all, Wally. And once you take action and you start at that place, right? Because I love that quote that says, you don't have to be great to start, but Wally and Lola, we do have to start to be great.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. 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 Awesome. I love that. I love that. Thank you very much, Daniel. Thank you. Here to figure that out later. But we just have to keep Lola love. This second question, and I think this question is very important. This question is all about vision. Most people don't understand the word vision. In fact, I have met many people in my life. When it comes to the word vision, they usually talk about themselves. They talk about ambition, and they they use the word vision wrongly because they don't really understand what true vision is all about. Lola, can you just help us to elaborate on this subject? What is the source of true vision and how can someone develop it?
Wow, awesome. Yes, the true source of true vision, it's really to have a direction, right? To have a clear direction of what it is or where you are going. That, a vision is really the driving force of your life. A vision is the driving force of your being, your core being. So as a person, I believe that vision is that light that leads you, that guides you, and that continue to push you forward so that you know that you're not lost. So, in simply word put, a vision is that driving force, and a vision is something that keeps pushing you towards where you're supposed to be going, the direction that you're supposed to be going, so that you're not lost. And one thing I wanted to also add also in Habakkuk 2:2 in the Bible, because I'm a faithful person, it says, write the vision, make it plain, so that he that read it may run with it. So another word for vision is that something you see that you continuously run with, something that you know that this is what you're supposed to be continuously doing. So it's gonna drive you. When you have a clear vision, it's gonna drive you to keep going.
Awesome. I love that. I love that. I think we lost them again. So let me ask you this, because we have a huge audience going on right now, and there's a lot of comments. If somebody needs to, what's one step somebody can do, Lola, to really help them with their vision, to really just capture that, what we call it, a vision or a dream? What's one action step you would recommend?
One step they can do, one is to discover themselves, right? To discover what they are here for, to discover who they are, to discover in what way they are to serve, in what way they are to show up in life. That's really one way. When you know who you are, I believe walking in that vision will be so much easier.
Awesome. Welcome back, Wally. Woo! I don't know if he froze again or not. I think we just got to kind of help him.
Go ahead, Lola, we're hearing you.
Go ahead, Wally. Sorry, can you? Because you keep freezing, so we're good now. Go ahead.
Well, I need to figure out what is going on here later today. However, we've we've talked about vision, we've talked about confidence. I want us to look into forward thinking. The other time I was talking about ambition, most people talk about me. I want to do this, I want to get this. Is that what vision is all about? Can I ask you that question? Can we hear that from Daniel Gomez? Can we hear some answers from Daniel Gomez about ambition and vision? Most people talk about me and me. So is that really what vision is all about?
Well, I'll tell you this. Vision, there's vision, it can be explained so many ways, but this is what I say to get a vision of your life. Is most of us, we never get out of our comfort zones. We always hear that. Well, how do I enlarge my vision? I'm going to give you 2 tips to enlarge your vision. Something that I've done for myself that has really helped me is when we go out to eat, we go out to eat at a nicer restaurant than we usually go out to eat at. And it's something so simple but so profound, because if you're used to spending $20 every time you go out to eat, and then you decide to take your wife out to eat at a restaurant where your bill's $150, it feels uncomfortable the first time you do it. It really does, because you're not used to spending that amount of money. And the vision is to grow yourself to really believe that you deserve life's best. You deserve God's best. But most people, they never take that. They're comfortable with just spending that $20, right? So I challenge your audience right now, get out of the comfort zone. Go out there and get out of that. And that's one way to grow your capacity to receive more from the world, more from the universe. Another thing that I would do is that for me, when I started really speaking and traveling, I'm just being honest, I was used to staying at hotels or motels that cost $79, $100. And when I surrounded myself with Bill Walsh, and we're up there at the penthouse, right? A penthouse. You're talking about this room costs probably about, I don't know, maybe $2,000 to $3,000 a night. I don't know. But when you experience that, it's like your vision changes of what's possible for your life. So I would say this: surround yourself with people, if you don't have a vision, that have a bigger life than you, and just grab them by the coattails and learn from them. But many times our pride, our ego keeps us from taking and asking for help. So I would say that's the first thing that I would do is, number one, spend more than what you're usually spending on dinner, on lunch, on something like that. And second of all, your proximity, get around those people that have a bigger vision for their life. And as you hang around with them, as you associate with those people, your proximity, right, your capacity is going to enlarge to have a bigger vision for your life. What do you think about that, Lola?
Wow. Profound. Well said.
Does that make sense, Wally?
Awesome. Yes, I love that. And I can see a lot of comment from our audience. A lot of comments. Get out of your comfort zone. You have to get uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. Wow, I love that. These are powerful comments.
You know what
Thank
you
you.
do? It's some of the comments out with the viewing audience can see them.
Can you see me right now?
Yes, but I would say post some of those great comments. That way people can see that there's a lot of people that interact.
Yes, awesome. These are powerful comments. These comments are really going awesome. So now I have you another question, which I think is very important. Lola Love, concerning this word king. How do you think that someone can become a person of value by thinking forward, by seeing him or herself as a problem solver? Most people don't know how to start thinking forward. They don't know what to do. For example, I always encourage people that look for a coach, get a mentor. These are powerful resources. In your own opinion, what do you think people should start doing today to become visionaries?
Well, I think the one thing that someone can do is, one thing you said that you recommend is to get a coach. Sometimes we're talking about vision. Sometimes when you have the picture of somebody that has done what you want to do, it makes it a little bit easier. It makes it make you feel like it's attainable. So one thing you want to do is to, see the things that people have already done. See how you can help them. I mean, they can
Hmm.
help you to get to that goal and all of that. But for you personally, you really want to know who you are. And when you're a forward thinker, you want to know that you bring value in the things of life. You bring value in your areas of whatever it is that you're good at. So wherever you have a way that you can bring value to people, you can
Hmm.
do it. You can go for it.
Hmm. Wow. 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 I really love something you just said right now when it comes to understanding who you are. Daniel Gomez, most people don't know who they are. I believe you agree. You can agree with me. you know,
Yes,
what do you think people can do to know who they are?
it's pretty easy, Wally. It
Awesome.
boils down to one word, and that word is forgiveness. You see, most people
Hmm.
go through life, their identity is based on their past failures, their past mistakes,
Hmm.
or, right, that's one thing. So you got to find forgiveness in your heart to find out who you are. And another thing, what you need to do is you need to remove the strife from your life, because nobody's going to keep you from finding your true identity, but strife and unforgiveness. And I say that because when you have strife and unforgiveness in your life, it distorts your perception of what reality is. As is already, we're already distorted. So the perception that we have of Wally, of Lola, I don't even know, right? Just to say you don't even know us, but okay, well, can I trust Wally, right? And the reason you're going to say that, can I trust Lola, is because you have unforgiveness in your heart, because we have these past failures, these past mistakes, or people have backstabbed us. And when you don't forgive those other people, when you don't forgive yourself, it changes your whole perception. It's distorted. And
Hmm.
another thing that happens too is you have strife in your life. When you have that unforgiveness, it turns into bitterness and anger. And strife, it distorts your creativity, and you're never going to see the world for what it truly is, Wally.
Hmm. Wow. 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 That's very, very true. What do you think about that, Lola? Do you have any other thoughts about that? How can you discover who you are?
Discovering who you are,
Most people don't know who
honestly.
they are.
Yeah, they don't. I believe, one, you have to start with God. And like Daniel said, you have to clean your heart, your soul, because again, you don't want
Hmm.
to have a distorted image of what you're supposed to be doing. And
Hmm.
when you have so many things in a place where you're supposed to be focused and all of that, life gets harder. So of course you want to, like the Bible says, live at peace with men and God. So you want to be at peace with yourself. You want to be at peace with God, and then just accept yourself for who you are. And one
Hmm.
thing that I know that a lot of people also deal with is identity crisis. And when you deal with identity crisis, that alone can distort your image, because you start to feel like, I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. But truly, you are
Hmm.
good enough. Everything that you have everything that you need in this life is already placed in you. And every
Hmm.
single one of us, billions and billions of us on this earth, we have a unique gift that God has given to all of us that is not duplicated. It can, you're different the way God wants you to be. Even the palm of your hand, even everything, your fingerprint is different. That tells you that
Ooh.
alone you are unique. You are so unique in your own way. So you have to accept yourself. You have to believe in the things that God has made you to be. You have to just trust that, okay, I have everything that it takes to take on the world, to take on life, and even the little that I think I have, it's needed in the world.
Hmm. Ooh. This is
Wow!
really
Woo!
hot.
I got me motivated. I'm ready now.
Ooh.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Lola!
I really love that. I really love that. Well, I've received uh more questions. I maybe we should just go through two more questions before we
Mm.
end this live broadcast today. Let's start. Let me ask Daniel Gomez the first one. Well, I love this question so much because this is really true. Most people compare themselves with other people. They love to compare their success with other people. This is the question. Success is not comparing what you have done with what others have done. So, what is true success?
True success is this: is when you're content with who you are, when you remove all the labels that people have put on you, and you truly find who you are inside, when you release your heart of the unforgiveness, when you release the strife. And I keep bringing up strife because my brother, he was so bitter and so angry, he literally killed himself. He was always just very unstable. He was just upset. And I would tell him, Junior, I understand our mom passed away because we lost our mom when we were 10 years old. I said, I understand mom wasn't around anymore, but we can't stop living life. You can't stop living life. My identity wasn't in my mother. I love my mother, and God bless her soul, but I say many people have a loss and they stop living their life because they think their identity is in somebody else. Or you lose a job. I'll never forget, Wally, when I left the Chevrolet dealership, I lost a lot of confidence because I only answered to the owner, and I only answered to his son. But when I lost that position, I lost my identity, and I realized that my identity is not in a job title. When you realize your identity is who you are in the inside, because we're already approved by God. We're already approved. When you realize that that identity that you want to imitate, this is for somebody out there. Identity that you want to imitate is not to compare yourself to another speaker, to another trainer, to another businessman. If you want to compare yourself to how am I doing to imitate Christ? How am I doing to imitate Christ? That's who you want to imitate. And when you realize that his mercy and grace is new every day, this is what happens. All the labels come off. You realize that you don't have to wear certain clothes. You don't have to drive a certain car. You don't have to do that. All those labels. And this is the key right here. Your identity is going to come through, your true identity, when you stop agreeing with all the lies you've believed. Let me say it again. Your true identity is going to come through when you stop believing all those lies that you've been believing, and you've adapted those lies into your life as truth, when in reality, it's not truth.
This is really good. This is really good. Thank you very much. Obina, Michelle, just asked a question. He said, I would like to ask, is there anything like over ambition? Like, how can we overcome over ambition? Like, too ambitious about something. Can we just help him out?
Wow. You know what? Over ambition. I hear that word a lot. I hear it a lot. But I think what people see in the person that they say, oh, that person is way too over ambitious, is that they see a person that's actually going towards their goal. They see a person that's actually pushing themselves, and they see a person that is actually doing all that they can to ensure that they show up in life, that they do what, they serve and all of that. So I think, the society tried to dumb the person down and say you're too over ambitious, you're too this, you're too that. But when a person has a vision and they're going and they keep going and they're doing things, it's easy to say, well, they're over ambitious. But honestly, I don't think, for me personally, I don't think you can do too much, because I'm always looking for a way to serve people. I'm always looking for who else I can impact. I'm always waking up every morning to see what more can I do. So when you already have it and you just keep flowing like that river, nobody tells a river that, hey, you're flowing too much, you need to stop. Rivers keep flowing and keep flowing, so you just have to keep flowing.
Woo! I love that. And actually, that was Obina. So
So keep moving, live your dream, okay?
Yes.
yeah.
Live your dream, release your true potential. This is it. Obina, please be very careful about the people you surrounded yourself with.
So Wally,
Because
I have another name for ambition. And can I give you a
an
good name for it?
eagle, the chickens will be complaining over ambitious, okay? So look for the eagles so that they can help you to move forward, to strengthen you, to do more, okay? Make sure you surround yourself with people who can think like you. Thank you very much, Lola, for that. I really love that. That was powerful. Okay, can we just conclude this section with this question? Very powerful question. I love this. Someone asked a question about success and failure. He made a statement. He said, success is predictable and failure is also predictable. Please, can you just help our audience to understand this? That success is position than success. Let's just hear that final advice from Lola and Daniel.
So I would
You
say
want to
this.
go first, Daniel?
Right? In my book, You Were Born to Fly, I have a chapter on persistence. And persistence is the key, right? Persistence, whether you're failing or whether you're succeeding, persistence is the key that's going to get you where you need to go, because anybody can be happy, can be go lucky when things are going good, right? The success. But what are you going to do the moment you fail, when you've been challenged to the core? And that's when you got to find that persistence in your heart. And in my book, when I talk about this, is that the persistence is this. The first level of success might be easy, but then the second level of success gets even harder. And if you don't have the character, the persistence in your heart to push you forward, you're going to give up and you're going to quit. And that's where the failure is going to come in. But when you realize in the failure, man, I shouldn't have given up. And if you have the persistence at that moment, that's going to catapult you forward, because you truly can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. But with the moment you realize that truth and you stop listening to that lie, this persistence comes in you, and you're not going to stop no matter what comes your way. Because right now, think about this. Think about this, Wally. Maybe in different areas there was failure, but to me, you're succeeding right now. You know why? Because you're doing a live stream summit that nobody else is doing.
Wow. Okay, I think okay, well, my take on that, let me just put my take on it. I love what you just said. The Bible says I can do all things through Christ that strengthened me. And that does not mean some things, it means all things. So when you also use the word persistence will help you to be persistent in everything that you can do.
If you can hear me. All right. Oh, Daniel, awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you. Lola, can we hear your own opinion about?
Okay, I think we're breaking, but like I was saying, in that, being persistent and knowing that, you can do all things. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you, and knowing that, everything that you do is going to be successful when you're anchored in God, when you're anchored in the things that you're supposed to be doing. The vision comes and then the provision. So when the vision comes and the provision comes, everything walks together. So just know you can do all things, and continue to be persistent. And that word persistent is so powerful, because when you start to learn the power of being persistent in all things that you do. And I think I read this also in Wally's book, in the first step to leadership. He talks about being persistent, right? So that is just, it's an amazing analogy to be persistent, and to just see great success in things that you do.
Powerful.
Who? Wow, that was awesome. Powerful. Yes, really powerful. Super fantastic. Thank you very much for that. Before we end our today's live broadcast, I would like to give our special guest today to give us their your final advice for our audience today, Daniel.
My final advice is this: is when that challenge comes your way, when that challenge comes to you and it's looking at you right in the eyes, that challenge is helping you to reveal who you are at the core. It's helping you to reveal who that man in the mirror, who that woman in the mirror is. And it challenges you because it's there to give you a stronger foundation. It's there to make you a better person. It's there to develop you into the new you that's waiting for you. Think about this. I'm 46 years old. So the older version of me, the 80-year-old version of Daniel Gomez, is counting on me to be persistent, not to give up. And the older version of yourself is waiting for you not to give up, not to give in. So when that challenge comes, embrace it and ask yourself this question: am I doing everything possible right now to overcome this challenge? And the second thing is, what am I, ask the challenge, what am I supposed to learn from you that I can become a better human becoming? Because we're not human beings anymore, because human beings stay in their comfort zone. When you're a human becoming, that's when you get out of your comfort zone and you take on the world no matter what's going on inside of you. Because if you allow circumstances and situations to control you, weak is he who allows circumstances and to control you, Wally. That's my final thought.
Awesome. Awesome. Well said. So my final thoughts would be, like we've already said, again, show up in life. When you show up in life,
That was powerful, Daniel. Awesome.
sorry, I think me and Wally
Thank
are
you very
talking
much.
together.
I think he has a small delay.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, Lola Love. So, can we have your own final advice for our audience? Okay. Yes. It's over to you, Lola Love. Can we have your own final advice, please?
Okay, my final advice is that show up in life. Show up in life, and everything, like, like the Bible says, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And also, it says, God will supply all your needs according to his riches and glory. So you have to know that God is going to supply you when you decide to say that yes. The word yes is just an agreement in what God already wants you to do. So when you say yes to everything, when you say yes to God, he will supply all it is that you need according to his riches and glory. So you're going to find that you're not going to lack anything. You're going to find that you're going to see, a clear path in life once you say yes. So showing up in life, saying yes, and just keep going.
Boom! I love that. Thank you, Lola. Man, that was good.
Thank you.
Wow. I'm super excited about today. Well, unfortunately, I think I had a lot of issues with the connection here today. However, we made it happen. We did it. So I want to really say thank you to our special guest today. Thank you very much, Daniel Gomez. Thank you very much, Lola Love, for your time. For this value that you share with our audience today. Daniel, you are so powerful. Thank God for what God is helping you, to do in the community, organizations, all around the world. Thank you very much for what God is using you to do. And of course, for will be the winner today. Yesterday, Henry was the winner. Henry O. That's what we always see here. Henry O won yesterday. Okay, that's what we have here. That's what we have here. So we have reached out to him, and then he's going to receive his cash prize later today. So whoever that wins today will be announced tomorrow. Tomorrow is our 7th. Is arrived very early, and our guests are also ready. In fact, we have confirmed our 3rd guest for tomorrow. Remember, I talked about her yesterday. She's going to be joining us, Dr. Menash. Woman, very. She's a United Nations volunteer, and she's going to be joining us right here. So
Wow.
I want you to get ready for tomorrow. I mean, thank you very much, our special guest for today. So this will be the end of our broadcast today, and I want to say thank you once again, and keep on sharing this video with everyone. Share some love. Yes, Daniel.
Yeah, Lola didn't get a chance to say her departing thought.
Oh, I did. I think I did. Maybe we were frozen. Sorry. But I mean, it's just a pleasure being on here. It's a pleasure. I love the whole everything that we talk about. Thank you so much. I'm blessed to meet you as well, Daniel. I love your confidence and I love your Godfidence.
Ooh.
I love that confidence. Hey, that's a new one.
I like that. Whoa! Awesome. Thank you, everyone, and do have a wonderful afternoon or wonderful evening if you're in Africa. All right, thanks, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.
Nice to meet you, Lola. Thank you. Wally, thank you, my friend. It was an honor.